everybody! My name is Hillary. Of course, you know that already because it is day 5 of the Card a Day Challenge. Woo! You made it! You actually got through 5 days of this challenge. Congratulations, and I hope that your tarot practice is that much better because of it. You guys have been doing so great. The Facebook group is amazing. What a bunch of great tarot readers. I am so jazzed and proud of you guys. So today's final lesson, can you believe it, is about asking questions of the tarot and framing your questions of the tarot in a way that has your answers become clearer and more specific. Now, I like to think of framing questions of the tarot as one of the best ways to empower yourself and empower your clients if you do choose to read for clients or for friends. My favorite kinds of questions are the kinds of questions that we have power over. They are empowering questions. And I'm actually going to recommend a link that I will put below this video on my blog post about empowering your readings by asking questions of the tarot and framing questions of the tarot, because this is one of the I wouldn't say stumbling blocks, but it certainly does make people a little bit nervous or think that they're doing something wrong, because people will come to me and they'll be like, well, I know I need a tarot reading, but I don't know what to ask. And I will then help them frame a question or even a statement, and then we will pull some cards to answer their question or clarify their situation. And that's actually how I do readings in a party situation. Is I ask that people come with their questions, because that way we have a focus point so that we can maximize the reading time, because I'm only reading for people for about 5 to 10 minutes a person to make sure that everyone that wants a reading gets a reading. So questions and specific questions are a great way to narrow focus and get the most bang for your buck, as it were, out of the tarot. So when I'm doing my card of the day, the question that I ask, because I'm going to share it on social media with clients, with people that read my blog, with people that read my Facebook page, is I ask the question, what do we all most need to know today? That is the question that I will ask. I will shuffle up my deck, I will pull a card, and then I will do my interpretation of that and post it to social media. When you're doing your card of the day, especially if it's something for you and you alone, I would ask questions such as, what do I most need to know today? What do I need to focus on today? What is the tarot's advice for me today? Or what should I watch out for today? You can get more specific with your questions, such as if you happen to know that you have a meeting at work that day and you want to know how it's going to go, you can definitely ask the tarot about that. What should I know about this meeting? What's your best advice for me for this meeting? So yeah, like I said, my recommended reading for you today would be the blog post that I wrote about empowering your readings by how to frame questions for the tarot. So the questions that I provide on that list are meant to be used for non-card of the day situations, because the card of the day is typically pulled as an advice card for the day. However, any of the questions on that blog post can be asked during a morning card of the day practice if that question will help draw out a situation that you would like clarification on. So you can take that list of questions that I provided in that blog post and modify it to your card of the day practice. And for framing questions of the tarot, we want to avoid yes or no questions. Yes, there are certain spreads, tarot spreads, that cover yes or no questions, and certain questions that you can frame to better get a yes or no for a question. But honestly, I don't feel that tarot is the best tool for that, because tarot is so much about people's motivations and why they do the things that they do, that a yes or no question is kind of using this tool in the wrong way, or almost using using a cannon to kill a mosquito, as that Confucius quote is known to say. So that is the power of asking a good question of the tarot, because then you get more specific answers. And I don't mean to say specific in timing or is he going to come back to me, because you also want to avoid those kinds of questions with a will to them or a when to them, and ask more how and what do I need to do in order for this situation to occur that I want. Because the future's not set in stone. Otherwise, if I was reading cards and there was nothing that a person could do about what I was saying, then what's the point of reading tarot? I don't see a point of reading tarot unless we can change what we're seeing. And that's all that tarot really is reading the pattern in the cards and knowing what the pattern is of a current situation in order to tell the future of the situation. The future of the situation is just the most likely outcome of the present circumstances. So, finally, if you're having trouble with your card of the day, there are certain questions that you can ask as you're looking at the card after you've pulled the card to get more information out of it, especially if you're feeling stuck. This is, of course, in addition to you looking in the companion book or the little white book for more information about the card. You can ask questions of the single card as follows. You could ask yourself, what quote could best describe this card or this card's meaning? I'm a wordy person. I love reading inspirational quotes, and that tends to motivate me, so I like to read them, and I usually like to include a quote with my card of the day if I don't have the keywords associated with it from the little white book. And that's actually what I'm doing with my deck of the month right now, because I can't find my little white book for that deck. So I'm providing a quote that I feel succinctly describes the energy on that card. So, what quote could best describe this card or this card's meaning? That's a question that you can ask yourself as you're looking at a card and being stumped by it. Another question that you could ask is, what song or lyric could best describe this card? I love music. I'm sure you love music too. If there's a song that pops into your head when you're looking at that card, by all means, use it. Think about the song, think about the meaning of the song or what you feel when you hear that song, and apply it to that card. And then when that card comes up again, if you happen to remember that association, well then that's learning tarot, and also building the personal connection between you and your deck. Last question, if you're stuck. If this card was an animal, what animal would it be? Now, this might not be the best question, especially for a tarot deck that has people as animals as figures. Like, I know that the Wild Unknown is all animals, and so you might be looking at a card and you already have an animal on the card. So, but if you have a more traditional deck that has figures, human figures on it, you can certainly apply that question and ask, well, if this card was an animal, what animal would it be? And we do actually have animals in the tarot as well to help show that energy going on, especially the biggest example I have is the Strength card, which normally has a lion or a lion being tamed, or a woman opening the lion's mouth on the Strength card. So this question may or may not work for you for helping to draw out the meaning of this card, but if it helps you, use it. So, that's it. We're done. We're finished. The card of the day challenge is over. But it's not quite over yet. Go ahead, pull your card of the day, share it to the Facebook group, and I will be in there later on for a dance party in celebration of not only finishing the challenge, but my birthday tomorrow. Woo woo! Go, pull your card now. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will be sending you out an email shortly, probably next Monday, to wrap things up. Have a great day.